Hey there and welcome aboard. You're right on time for another ride on the big train.
Soul Train is history. It's dance history. It's black history.
It was a chance for us to pull around TV and watch the best dancers.
It was an incredible experience, dancing on Soul Train, being black in America on television every week.
As dancers, we changed the culture of black America at that particular time.
You get on the stage and you're in another world.
We taught America to dance. We taught the world to dance.
Back in the Soul Train days, no one gave up the floor. You had to take it.
I'm C.Song.
Charles Washington.
My name is Reginald T. Thornton.
I'm Sheila Lewis.
I'm Derek Fleming.
I'm Adolfo Shabba-Doo Quinones.
Ski Cuddy Car.
My name is Monique Mo Q Chambers. I was a Soul Train dancer from 1988 to 2006.
1981 to 1991.
From 1980 to 1990.
From 1976 until 1990.
1980 to 1992.
From 1971 until mid-70s, 74.
1971 to 1991.
1975 through 1990.
I was a Soul Train dancer.
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 I'm an original Soul Train dancer.
The dawn of the Soul Train gang began in 1971 with a group of dancers that knew how to take the boogie to the big time. But it wasn't until 1975 that the gang was hailed as the Soul Train Dancers, when a creative spark between Don Cornelius and Dick Griffey led to the two co-founding Soul Train Records and developing an R&B quintet called the Soul Train Gang. The Soul Train Dancers soon became icons, bursting through TV sets into homes every Saturday morning with a style and groove that shifted the aesthetics and defined what black beauty, fashion, and dance looked like in America.
The dancers from the 70s, they laid down the tracks.
They introduced America to dance.
You just saw black people, raw talent, afros. They were unbridled. They were just out there giving it their all.
The 70s, they were the bomb. It was afros and platforms and big bell bottom. That was fine.
The 70 dancers were so creative.
Demita Jo Freeman, she was one of the first Soul Train dancers, kind of stood out beyond the kids on the ground. Demita Jo just had this raw blackness about her that she didn't care about having an afro or really trying to be pretty. She was just out there giving it the funk.
In the early 70s, the artists would make music because they know if I can get the Soul Train dancers to dance off this, I got a hit song. Soul Train went through a transition from that funk music, soul music to the disco. When 80 came and rap came out, it took us to another level. It took everybody's dance style and moves to another level.
People knew the dancers by their look or their dance or their name.
Patti LaBelle was on the show. I said, Patti, my name is Sheila. Oh, honey, I know who you are. I watch you every Saturday just to see what you're wearing.
I think that's when we introduced a lot of more exuberant fashions. I think people were getting more into like choreography, getting their steps together to introduce the nation to new styles.
A lot of the era was effeminate. We wore brooches and furs and all this stuff most men wouldn't wear. That's not the stuff we wear at the club, and on Soul Train to stand out, you had to do these things as you just get passed over.
From the wild, wild world of hip-hop, let's welcome one of the hottest rappers in the business.
Oh my God. We saw the birth of hip-hop. Rakim, Run DMC, the Beastie Boys would dive in where we were. As Cool J was up there singing, I Can't Live Without My Radio, we had the radio, and we was boogieing. Boogieing.
In the 90s, it was more hip-hop.
It just changed the whole culture of Soul Train because the dancers at that time lost the identity of being creative.
I felt like the kids didn't really stick out as characters like we did. They all started wearing the hip-hop clothing, and it was all like one style of dressing.
So, I mean, they would come to Soul Train with white t-shirt and jeans, and that wasn't what they were looking for. So they had to tell the more youthful dancers what to wear or what not to wear.
There were less couples dancing. It was more, everybody was individually out for themselves.
They still boogied. They still kept the legacy.
And here we go with that notorious Soul Train line.
To come down the Soul Train line was like big. It was huge.
You know, Don said he had seen the Soul Train line created in Chicago. He put that in his show. I don't think he thought it would take off as well as it did. 70s, you really had to have a couple and stick with that person to make up routines and make you guys look good as a package.
There was a hierarchy. There was certainly your hand-picked ones. Pam Brown used to audition people, but then after a while, you have to be recommended, or you'd have to really be really good and have a reputation in the nightclubs in and around the Crenshaw Strip and LA in general. They would say, hey, you know, Campbell Jr., Shabba-Doo, or Scooby-Doo, or Demita Joe, or my sister Fawn. All of us, we took front seat on the Soul Train line.
And then somehow Don took away couples and made it individual. Individually, we was able to create our own style. Like Louis was able to create Cuddy Mac, and Cheryl was able to do her thing. So everybody was able to show their own identity by coming down the line.
Don Cornelius picked the line. He actually made the choices.
Don would choose and pick the dancers that he wanted to, or the floor director. If you're on the stage, then you're probably going to get to go down the line, but there's no guarantee. He can still pull you out at any time. You never knew what songs were going to come on. Song came on, wherever you were on the line, what you saw is what we did.
Sometimes for me, I would cheat. I would go down 2 or 4 times or go past a girl's line with just in the back going by.
There wasn't a pay scale for Soul Train. No one got paid. There wasn't a budget for us as dancers.
Actually getting a check, no.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
We got Kentucky Fried Chicken, off-brand sausage soda.
Springfield soda. 2-piece box of chicken and a Springfield soda.
They switched it sometime with sandwiches, but that was our gift.
You know, at first that was fun, but then when our eyes started opening, we were like, hey, you know, we should get paid. Don Cornelius had a great opportunity to really push the lockers ahead. And when we asked to get paid, he kicked us off the show.
Don was a very intimidating man. He controlled everything. So we knew this is it. You do it because you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, there's the door.
But Timmy, I think I got paid in the fact that everywhere I went, people would say, that's that guy from Soul Train. I got a chance to go to Japan. I got a chance to go to Jamaica to represent Soul Train.
It was how you use the vehicle. I was in videos, like a connection.
I wasn't looking for money. I was looking for the exposure to get money. You know, people see us, they're gonna call. And so I was able to, you know, travel around the world to dance and got paid that way.
As the years went on, you know, I was one of the people chosen to be on the Soul Train cruise. So I was on that cruise for 7 years. So I feel all that hard work that I did in the past, it evened out.
Don Cornelius helped us to become the professional dancers. And in a lot of ways, I would say Don Cornelius helped to make Shabba-Doo. I wouldn't have the career. I would have probably just been a Soul Train dancer, probably making scale on the show, and that would have maybe been it. He pushed us away. Tony Basil helped form us into a professional troupe. And so in some ways, thank you, Don, you know, for doing that.
We was able to see so many different amazing artists who enjoyed us.
I remember when New Edition first came on Soul Train, they were like 16. They were like, man, we are a huge fan of yours. I felt like I was Michael Jackson to them.
Soul Train was groundbreaking to me because we introduced the world to a lot of things.
Fashion, style, music, attitude.
We made the show. We were the show. The dancers was the Soul Train.
I'm Don Cornelius, and as always in parting, we wish you love, peace.